Welcome everyone to this free gift Zoom, how to create an Access business from nothing. My name is Amy Shine. I am an Access certified facilitator and I also facilitate many specialty classes of Access. I have been facilitating Access consciousness classes for over 10 years now. So I found the tools of Access when I was about 26, living in Ireland. I was my last year of college. I did not have a penny to my name, a penny in Ireland, I don't know what you call them. Let's say $1 or €1. I had nothing to my name. I had no money. I had no resources. I had no assets and I knew nothing about business. And I really just had, once I found the Access bars and the tools of Access, I really just wanted everyone to know about Access, mainly Access bars. I wanted everyone to know Access bars was in the world, and I wanted everyone to know like this was possible. And from that energy was how I started my business. So today's call is really looking at how can I create a business from nothing? Like, how do I go from zero to creating something? And I'm going to lead you through some key elements in getting a business created, especially an Access business. Why do I say especially Access? Because you are not selling, you're not selling shampoo or chocolate or alcohol. You are actually inviting people to consciousness. It's a different type of business. And to invite people to consciousness, you have to be the energy, you have to be the consciousness. So creating a business with Access consciousness is going to require you to get very honest with you and be very congruent energetically. So let's get started. Okay, so first of all, can we all destroy and create all your decisions, judgments, conclusions, computations, projections, expectations, separations, rejections, and judgments you have of business, you have of Access, you have of creating a business, you have of creating a business with Access, you have of creating classes, you have of offering services to clients, and you have of you with all of that. Whew, right, wrong, good, bad, pop, pock, only shorts, boys, poveds, and meons. So would you be willing to destroy and uncreate any decisions, judgments, conclusions, computations, projections, expectations, separations, rejections, and judgments you have from any lifetime you have had a business, including this one? Right, wrong, good, bad, pop, pock, only shorts, boys, poveds, and meons. Okay, so first off, why would you create a business with Access? Why you? So there's many people in the world offering, let's say, Access bars classes. So why would you create an Access bars class? And why would someone come to your bars class and not go to someone else's? Well, the first thing you got to realize and got to really start to know, not just get it, but know it, that you have a particular energy. You vibrate with a certain energy. And there's people in the world who are looking for that energy. So people will come to you based on it. There's an energy that you're being that they require in that moment. Doesn't mean they're going to stay with you forever. It doesn't mean they're only going to take classes with you. But at certain times, there's certain energies that people require, and you will be vibrating that energy, and that's what they require. So they will come to you based on the energy. Even if they think they're coming to you based on your location or where you're at or how convenient it is, they're really coming because there's an energy that you have. So everything that doesn't allow you to acknowledge your particular energy and acknowledge and ask for the people who are looking for your energy to show up for you and show up for your business, can we destroy and uncreate it, please? Right, wrong, good, bad, buck on his shirts, boys, poveds, and meons. Okay, I'll give you an example. So you would think, Gary Douglas, Dane here are the founders of Access Consciousness. You would think everybody would want to go to a class with them. And of course, people would want to do a class with them and not with you. That is one of the greatest lies we tell ourselves. We keep making other people greater than us rather than acknowledging you are a gift. And there's people out in the world who require you. There's something you have to offer, and there's something they can receive from you that they might not be able to receive from Gary and Dane or another facilitator. So I had someone who came and took a bars class with me many years ago. She was big Kundalini teacher, big in the spiritual world. And she told me she was drawn to the class because of me, because of my smile, because of my lightness, because of my energy. She didn't particularly like Gary and Dane when she saw the DVD. She actually was kind of disgusted by them. She wasn't actually able to really receive them, but she could receive me. So she told me afterwards that had it not been for me, she would not have kept coming. So she started coming, she took the bars class, and then she came to bars trades. And then she came to foundation with me, and she went on and she took more classes. And over time, she started to receive Gary and Dane differently. But at the beginning, it was my energy that was the invitation for her. So what invitation are you by your very being that you're not acknowledging? And everywhere you're trying to get other people to go to someone else rather than receive the people who are looking for you, can we destroy and uncreate all of that, please? Right, wrong, good, bad, popcorn, shirts, boys, poets, and meons. So that's the number one thing, key piece for you to get, that you have a certain energy, that there is people in the world who are looking for your energy. You have an energy that people can receive. Not everyone, but there is people in the world who require you. So why not you? Now, number two, how do you get started from there? So number one, you acknowledge you have an energy, you have a contribution people are looking for. Some people are looking for that energy. Number two, how do you get started? Everybody goes into the how. Everybody goes into, okay, I need a website, and I need, fancy marketing, and I need, I need a team to create my classes for me. No, start with your enthusiasm. So I started with nothing. I had no background. I didn't even have I didn't even have like other energy work that I did before Access. So it wasn't like I already had a network of people or an audience available that I had gotten to know me. I was starting from scratch, from literally bottom. But what I used was my enthusiasm. So have a look at, okay, what is the energy from which you would why do you want to teach Access? Why do you want to bring access to people's worlds? And if you come from the enthusiasm you have, people are going to be drawn to you. It's not about the words you use. It's not about how you explain Access to people. It's the enthusiasm you be. So instead of sitting at home and thinking about how am I going to get started? How am I going to build my audience? Stop thinking about it, jump in and just start. I didn't analyze anything. I didn't sit at home going, am I good enough for this? Am I not good enough for this? I just started. I was like, okay, let's put a class up. Let's get a venue. Let's start inviting people. Just use your enthusiasm to, when you are talking to people and if you're talking and they ask you, okay, what are you doing? And you say, well, I found this new thing called Access. Well, what is it? Talk from the energy of what it's created for you. Like what, because people will feel that enthusiasm coming from you. They don't care too much about, even if they ask well, how does it work? They don't really want to know that, because that's really not what's the selling point. The selling point is, what has it done for you? What has it changed for you in your life? And what have you seen it change for others? And if you come at it from that enthusiasm, people will be drawn to you. So use the energy from which you got enthused about this from the beginning. What were you like when you first had your bars run? What were you like when you first had a bars class? That's the energy from which you can create your business. So everything that doesn't allow you to acknowledge the gift of your enthusiasm And the power in your enthusiasm, can we destroy and uncreate it, please? Right, Ranga, Bapapak on shorts, boys, Poveds, and Meons. So your enthusiasm is what will make you stand out. So use it. Okay, so number 3. So we have number 1, acknowledge the gift that your energy is. Number 2, use your enthusiasm. Number 3, what is your why? Why are you doing this? It's really important you get clear with yourself on your why. Okay. If your why is, I want to create this business because I want to create money, because I need money to solve my money problem. If you're not honest with yourself that that's what your why, you won't have anyone come to your classes. You need to get clear with yourself. It's not wrong to want to do a business and make money, but you have to be honest with yourself. If that is why you're doing it and you're hiding why you're doing it, people won't be able to find you and come to your classes. So have a look at it. What is your agenda with having an access business? Everything that is, and all the hidden, secret, invisible, covert, unsaid, undisclosed, unacknowledged agendas you have with having an access business that you are trying to hide from everyone, including you, will you please now destroy and uncreate them all? Right, wrong, about Papakone shirts, boys, phobas, and beyonds. If you create an access business as a solution to what you've decided your money problem is, what are you creating? You're creating lack. So if you've decided I have this money problem and I'm going to create this access business because that's going to be a solution to my money problem, all you're doing is creating more lack. Do people want to go and take classes if you're functioning from lack? Is the energy of lack an invitation to people? No, people will perceive the lack in your world. People are aware. They will pick up on the lack in your world and they will go somewhere else. So you all know it. You know when people are creating classes or creating a business or doing something from need. So start to look at it. What have I decided this will be a solution for, and destroy and uncreate it? So don't create classes or a business from a need for money. If you need money, then create a different income stream. If you create an income stream, whether it's like you're washing floors 2 days a week or you're working in an office or whatever it is, if you have an income stream that takes care of your essentials like your rent and your bills and all that, it's going to be a lot easier to create your access business from joy and space and contribution if you're not depending on it to pay your bills. So if you are putting all your pressure on the access business to pay for your life, what's that going to create? So have a look at it. Don't make access your only income stream. What other income streams can you create that also take care of your bills? Then you'll be a different invitation with your classes. Because if you know, okay, I have this job 2-3 times a week that pays my bills, that takes care of my food and all that, and now I can also create my access business, and it's from joy and fun, and it's an invitation, and people come, great, and if they don't come, that's okay too. You become needless. And that's the invitation. People love to go place. They are more invited when their energy is needless. So everything that doesn't allow you to be totally needless and to create classes and access business from an irresistible invitation, can we destroy and uncreate it, please? Right, wrong, goodbye, papak, only shirts, boys, povets, and beyonds. So what is your why? Have a look at that. And then just destroy and uncreate, the conclusions you have, the judgments. Okay, so next up, what is your why? The next up, I think we're on number 4. Don't make it about the numbers. Okay, so when you first start creating your access business, whether it's bars classes or intros, or whether you're doing things online or not, do not make it about the numbers. If you make it about the numbers, you'll keep yourself in constant judgment of you. So you have to look at, okay, what is this creating? To create a business is like, it's like building a house. You gotta get the materials, and then you gotta like lay the foundation, and then you gotta plaster the walls, and then you gotta lay the bricks. Like, I'm probably mixing up the order of things here, but you get my point, right? Building a business takes momentum, it takes time, and it takes constant input of energy. So just because you put on one class and you have no one sign up, or you have one person sign up, does not mean you're a failure. It just means you're beginning. I've had so many classes I've put on that I have canceled or moved the dates. I've had many classes with just one person, two people, three people. All of it added to the energy of the creation of my business. And it all created an energy in the world. So even if you put on a class and nobody comes, don't go to the judgment of it. It's all adding energy to what you're creating. So I look at, okay, if I have a class and only one person is coming, or two or three, I look at, okay, so if I go ahead with this class, what energy does that create in the world? If I don't go ahead with this class, what energy does it create in the world? And if you get it creates greater energy, then do the class. Do it. Be willing to do classes for one or two people. That one person, you could change their whole life. That class could change their whole life, and they go out and they tell 100 people about you, or 1,000 people about you. And that is how your business grows. That's that connection. One person comes to you for a session, they go out and tell 20 more people. Those 20 people come, they tell 100 more people. That's how you start to grow your business in the world. The more people you reach, the more connections, the more that spreads out. So don't come to a conclusion about the numbers in your class. Don't make it about the numbers. It's okay to have classes scheduled and nobody shows up. You can move the date. You can ask questions. Okay, is now the time for this class? When is the time? When would this class like to be? And then if you're looking at, okay, I'm not really getting people to my classes, look at what are you doing? What are you being? Are you just putting a class up and posting it on Facebook and hoping someone comes? Or are you actually out in the world? And this is my next point number 5, getting your business started from nothing, is get yourself out in the world. Engagement. People keep asking, how do I get more people to my classes? How do I get more clients? How do I get more signups? Engagement is key. If you are just posting a class on the website and sharing it on Facebook, that is not engagement. Social media just lets people know what's happening. It doesn't actually engage with people. You have to be willing to get yourself out in the world. Nobody will know anything about you if you don't get out in the world. So get away from your computer and get social, especially if you're doing bars classes. If you're doing bars classes, they're in person and they're local. So who can you connect to locally to start inviting them to bars? So have a look. Okay, what is fun for me? I go to yoga a lot. So I started offering taster bar sessions at a yoga center, and then I started doing bars classes there. What are your interests? What are the different places you're hanging out? Do you go to a health store? What if you go to the health store and offered taster bar sessions to people on a Saturday for a couple of hours? Is there markets, festivals, different things happening in your town that you could go and start offering bar sessions there, offering access sessions, inviting people to try this, to taste this? You don't have to give them a full hour session. You can do 20-minute taster sessions, 30 minutes. People's worlds change in a 30-minute taster bar session. And then people start getting to know this. They get interested. So who can you engage with? Where can you engage? Like, what is fun for you? If you're a mother, are you around other mothers? Can you start inviting them to experience access bars? What if you could set up a day just for stressed parents? So it's like, look at, okay, who are the people that you generally tend to be around? what is fun for you? Who are the type of people you like to talk to? And that doesn't mean you have to like define, this is who my niche is, but who are you already engaged with that you could start inviting people to this? So engage, engage, engage. Do intros, tasters, offer taster sessions, introduce people to the tools, like who does this belong to? So create an interest in people's worlds. Engage with them so they get interested. And when you speak to people, speak to their pain points. Like if you're talking to a stressed mother, and she's like, well, what does this do? This really helps with stress. This helps you have more ease at home with your kids. People want to know how this is going to help them. So speak to them in a language they can hear. Okay, so someone asked, what points do you use for a taster session? For a taster session, you could do 20 minutes. You could start with a quick energy pull. You could do a couple of minutes, like 5-10 minutes, 10 minutes, say. So you could do 10 minutes of implant band. You could do 3 minutes of money control creativity. You could do 3 minutes of kindness, gratitude, peace, and calm. Now you're at 17 minutes. And then you could restructure. You're at for 2-3 minutes, and then that's your 20 minutes. So you don't have to follow what I just said there, but that just gives you an example. Pick a couple of points. Always start with a quick energy pull. Start with the implant band and do 1 or 2 more points and restructure. It's your 20-minute taster. And you just let people know, like, this is a taster session. Did you experience any change in 20 minutes? Do you notice yourself more relaxed? And then let them know, well, a full session is an hour and a half. So this was a taster. If they got a little bit of ease in 20 minutes, what would they get from an hour and a half session? So you're letting them know there's more. And then, like, you know what? You can actually take this as a 1-day class. You could become an Access Bars practitioner. You can bring this to your family. You can do this on your friends, on your kids. You're empowering people to know, like, this is something, not only this is something that can change your life and also change the life of the people you live with. So create an interest in people's worlds. Speak to what they can hear and use a language they can hear. And then talk to what Access has changed for you. Okay. So that was number 5, right? Get yourself out in the world, engage, 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 get social. And a great question to ask is, where is your audience and how can you find them? And how can you get yourself in front of people? Who do you know that has an audience that you could get yourself in front of? Who do you know that may be a connector for you and bring people to you? I know lots of people who get involved with chiropractors, and the chiropractors send their clients to, like, the person who's doing the energy work. I know people now who are working with psychologists. So you have a psychologist doing verbal therapy and then sending that person to the Access person to get their bars run for the energy work. So who can you get yourself in front of and who do you already know? Okay, so that was number 5, get yourself out in the world. Oh, what else have we got here? Then number 6 is, hey guys, I'm not taking questions on this Zoom. If you have a question, you're welcome to type it in the chat. So the next part, number 6, okay, this is massive. Do not quit. Do not ever quit. Do not ever give in and do not ever give up. Creating a business with consciousness requires a tenacity and a persistence that is unshakable. If you really want to create yourself with access in the world, You have to have the demand to never quit, never give in, never give up. And some things will work, some things won't. Some people will love this, some people will not like this. So that's where you like get clear on what is my why. And then from that, never give in, never give up, never quit. So that's never give in, never give up, never quit on you. And then if you have that energy with you, then never give in, never give up, never quit on your classes or on the business. If you start quitting on what you're creating, forget about it. You will destroy your creations. If you have the energy, no matter what this takes, no matter what this looks like, no matter how long it takes, I'm creating this, you will create it. You've got to get how powerful you really are and how powerful your energy is. Do you want to use your energy to create greater in the world, or do you want to use your energy to judge and destroy you and destroy your creations? So no matter what's going on, if you put on a class and you have one person show up, or if you put on a class and you have to cancel it, or if you do some event and people aren't that interested, do not quit on you. Do not quit on your business. Do not quit on your why, on why you're doing this. This isn't going to be for everyone. Access isn't for everyone, but it does really change some people's worlds who are ready for it and who are asking for this energy. So if you have a class and you only have small numbers, or you have one or two, don't quit on it. Ask questions. Okay, what can I change here? What can I add? Who can I talk to? What else can I add? Like if you're doing a class and you're kind of bored with it, then are people going to want to come for it? So start looking, okay, how could I make this more fun? Is my venue fun? Is my location fun? You know, am I creating a fun invitation for people? Or am I just doing this to get this done? So are you on automatic pilot with creating your access business, or are you being present with it and in question? Again, we're back to the number one point I made at the start, which was get enthused. Use your enthusiasm to create. If you're not enthused about what you're creating, are other people going to want to come to it? So what kind of venue could you have that would enthuse you, that would give you a like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm getting to do this class in this center or in this hotel or in this place? Same way when you're getting out in the world and offering taster sessions or introducing people to access, do it from the energy of like, does this enthuse you? And who are the people that you really would love to work with? Like I went into a treatment center and ran bars, but I'm very not passionate, but I'm very enthused to get this out to people in treatment centers. That's just one of my areas where I would like to see bars in every drug rehab center, mental health center in the whole of the world. I'll begin with America though, since I'm living in America. So my ask is for America. So if I'm asking for that, then how do I even begin that? I begin that by start reaching local drug treatment centers here. And from there, then that starts rippling out. So who are you being called for? What is it that enthuses you? And how can you access those groups? How can you access those people? Is it fun for you to run bars outdoors in nature? Like what if you could organize bars in the park and invite new people to come try it? Create flyers, put flyers up. You know, when I went into the yoga center and I offered free bar sessions, it was 30 minutes, come try a bar session. I created time slots for people to sign up, and I put a timesheet up on their notice board. And after yoga, a bunch of people signed up. I didn't know any of these people. And they had their date, they had their time. It was a Saturday. I think I did like 4 hours on a Saturday where I ran like 30-minute sessions. And from there, then that created an energy for people to come to my bars class the following month. So it's like everything you're creating, it's adding to the bigger creations you have. So if you didn't make it about the end result, and if you weren't trying to get to any result, how much fun could you have creating all of it? Because it's like, if you're like, okay, I'm going to go out and do all these taster sessions because I want to make sure I get people in my bars class, you've already created a projection and expectation, and you're already killing the creation of your class. Whereas if you come at it from how much fun could it be to introduce access to as many people as possible and see what that creates, that's a lot more of an expansive energy and invitation. So do everything from the fun of it, from the joy of it, from the curiosity of it. So do never quit. Do not ever quit. Do not give in. Do not give up on you, on your classes, on your business, and what you're creating. It takes time and it takes an input of energy to create your access business. Are you willing to input the energy? And everything that doesn't allow you to input the energy, is required for you to create a successful access business. Can we destroy and uncreate it, please? Right, wrong, good, bad, popcorn, shorts, boys, poets, and meons. Okay, so in the chat, someone said, I have been playing with the idea of reaching out to treatment centers. Do we need a presentation for them? You don't need anything. You choose what you want to do with that. You choose how you want to approach them. There's no rules or regulations when it comes to bringing access bars to anywhere in the world. That's up to you to look at in your area, what's required, where you're going. You can bring access wherever you want, however way you want it. In relation to like introducing people to the bars. Facilitating a bars class is different. You know, obviously there's something required with that, but at the end of the day, this is your business. How you create it and how you get it out in the world is totally up to you. I would say for getting into places like treatment centers, getting in anywhere, a lot of it is on who you know. So who do you know that works in a treatment center? Who do you know that works in a school? And that's where getting social comes back to get social, get to know people, get engaged. And knowing someone doesn't mean you need to be friends with them for the last 50 years. It could be you go to an event, a social networking event, or you go to a class and you start talking to someone, and then they start telling you about something they're doing. Maybe they start telling you, yeah, I work in a treatment center. And then you'd say, well, you know what? I know this incredible energy work that has helped so many people in recovery, or so many people heal from trauma. Would you like to try a session? And if you see that if you like it, maybe we could bring it to the treatment center. So that's that engagement, talking to people. So get engaged, get interested in people, start asking people questions, get curious about them. So that was the 6, let me run back over them. So I think that was 6 things. So 6 kind of key points in creating your business from nothing. Number 1, just start. Use your enthusiasm. Don't think about it, just start. Start from what you have. If you have space in your house to do a class, start from there. If you know someone else who has a center, start from there. Start with what you have. Use your enthusiasm. Number 2, what is your why? Get clear on why you're doing this. Get honest with yourself. Number 3, don't make it about the numbers. If you make it about the numbers, you will destroy your creations. Look at the energy of what it is you're creating in the world. Number 4, get yourself out in the world. Get social, engage, get yourself in front of people, get yourself in front of different audiences, introduce people to this, introduce people to you, get to know people. Number 5, do not ever quit, give in, give up on you or your business or what it is you desire to create in the world. When you start to get disillusioned and you feel like nobody wants this, or you're not doing any good, or you're not a success, look at what is it the energy I really want to create in the world, and follow that. Number 6, create an interest in people's worlds. get interested in people, ask them questions, be engaged, get curious. And number 7, get to work. Number 7 starts on Wednesday, which is how to start, or what was it? Just start your fucking business already. That, oh, I hope I don't get in trouble for cursing. Okay, when this goes on YouTube, bleep it. So yeah, that is the beginning, guys. That is some energies, lots of ideas. I hope you got some ideas. You don't have to do what I said, just take what I said and apply it to you. Look at how this would work for you in your business. So thank you. That is it for today. You are invited. We're going to do 5 days of just freaking start your business already. It's only going to be $35. In that, we're going to do a video each day. It's going to be on Zoom. It's going to be more information again, probably going to get more into engagement, social media, systems, marketing, some other things like that in getting your business started. And then we also have a Business Done Different class coming up the beginning of October. That is going to be a more advanced business class for those of you who are really ready to like commit and level up in your business. And please, like, if you're just beginning, just start. Like, you don't need anything. You just get started and get out in the world with what you have right now. And from there, it will grow and grow and grow. So thank you so much for being here. If you're watching this in the future on YouTube, you're welcome to check my website out, www.amyshine.net. If you have any questions about anything today, you can email us. You can email me on the website. We also have the Telegram group, if any of you want to join that. We have lots of free different challenges we do in there. And we have lots of other business and money classes coming up too in the future. So have fun getting your Access business started, getting it out in the world. And thank you for being here. Bye for now.